What's up, guys? It's the BMD Boomers Daily back in today. You may be wondering what exactly this build is for this video. I assume you've probably seen it in the thumbnail or the description of the video, but it's about this little guy right here. So let's get straight into this video. Alright, so it's a little bit confusing of a start for this video, but I wanted to include a whole bunch of different details, obviously from the ATTE set that LEGO just made. So when they made this set, it included a little dwarf spider droid, as well as a couple other battle droids to fight your ATTE and your clones, your 212 clones. A lot of people have probably gotten this set, probably been perfectly happy with the dwarf spider droid, even though it wasn't actually in the Battle of Utapau. So I thought I'd take it into my own hands to build the canonically accurate opposition for the droids, that being the Crab Droid. So let's get straight into that model itself. As I said, this is a Crab Droid from the Revenge of the Sith, the third of the prequel Star Wars movies, and this was a very difficult build to actually put together. So the last video, or one of the last videos that you saw on this channel, might have been the wardrobe from the Chronicles of Narnia. That build took hardly any time at all to put together. It was like 2 hours, 3 hours, very quick build. So this build actually took multiple days of multiple hour-long sittings trying to fit different pieces to this. I built it with four legs first, then 6 legs, then I built 2 that had 4 legs, and then I decided to put 6 legs back onto this build. So very, very confusing switching up stuff, but I think it turned out pretty good. You guys can tell me, of course, in the comments below what you would change or if you think it sucks. So beginning this build, the first thing that I started working on was the head and kind of the first couple leg sections. So the first couple leg sections are really armored on this I guess walker or droid. And so I included a few of these 1x2 slope pieces to build up a little bit of armor around these first mixel kind of ball joint connections. Then the head, which has a couple of these strangely shaped brown pieces. I believe I may have found these on the brick wall at my Lego store, and that's how I actually came about finding that these pieces even exist. So it might be a little bit hard for you to build your own Crab Droid, but I'm hoping that many people have found these in Lego sets or on their own brick walls. So as you can see right there, I can lift this head a little bit up and down. There's not a whole lot of function in the head, but I thought, you know, as I was building this, that's a nice little detail that you can do on this build. If you've got a little army, you can vary them up a little bit. It's got a couple eyes there, a couple antenna. The antenna may have been a little bit closer together on the actual Crab Droid, but I did the best I could do with that limited space. Then he's got a couple cannons made out of the same piece as the antenna. Those can move on the legs of the build. I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could connect it to the abdomen of the droid or to the head, but I thought they looked kind of nice there, and you can kind of angle them around with the legs. Onto the legs, they all have a little bit of armor, a little bit more, as I said, on the first legs, but they can all move around, so you can make this guy stand up really tall if you wanted to. You can put him real low down. But you can change up the legs as much as you want to. I'm sure you could have this guy standing on just a couple legs. Right here, he's just standing on 3 of them. So yeah, there's a lot of movement around this guy. Also, they're pretty strong in there. There's not a lot of movement. There's not a lot that's going to break in here. So you can see a little bit down there how I connected them on. Just using pieces on top and on the bottom of each of these ball joint connectors. Just makes it a really sturdy build. So I feel like this could end up being a Lego model. Then onto the back of this build, the rear end, I guess you could say. So there's a few of these mechanical robot arms in the reddish brown color that I included down here, just to kind of seal up the end of this main shell piece. Now this piece was just the perfect fit for this build. I couldn't believe it when I added this onto the top of the build. I wish that it was the smoother version of this. I'm not sure if that even comes in dark brown, or if it even comes in the 4 stud long version. Maybe just be the may just be the 5 stud log version. So that can seal down perfectly on to the back of this build, and then you can seal up his rear end with a couple of these robot arm pieces, and then you've got your fully constructed Crab Droid. So I hope I showed you guys all the details in this build. I don't have instructions on him, but hopefully you guys could build him out of your own collection, or at least get inspired by this build to make your own for your own LEGO ATTE. So thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. This is BMD, out.